What's up, you guys? It's your boy Scotty, and this is my Ask Scotty segment. It's been a while since I've really done one alone. My first Ask Scotty I did in a long time was the one I did with two of my best friends, and that was last week, and it was mixed in with my perspective video. This one is very much special to me, simply because these three questions that I'm about to answer have been in my YouTube inbox since September. And today is Halloween basically, and I never had the time to answer these questions because of the simple fact, for most of the time my printer has been out of commission, and the only way I can do my Ask Scotty videos is if I can look at my phone and read the emails. But since I couldn't go to my PMs on YouTube on my phone, I just said that I couldn't do those questions, which I really couldn't. And I know some of these, like I said, two of these questions come from September the 12th, and one of these questions come from just last week. And because I got my printer back to working, I can answer all the questions, like the three questions that was in my YouTube inbox. But however, for future reference, do not send me any Ask Scotty questions to my YouTube PMs. Please send all Ask Scotty questions to MrStillStanding@yahoo.com. That is the place where you're supposed to send them to. Please do not send them to my YouTube PM. Please don't. For future reference, I'm answering these because these were the only three in my YouTube PMs, and I knew that I need to get these out the way. So here we go. But with the first question. Dear Scotty, I first would like to thank you for doing what you do and say that I love your show. But to start with my question, I met this guy back in August, and he told my friend that he thought I was really cute and wanted my number. We began texting and would text and call almost constantly, and eventually asked me if I wanted to hang out. We set a date too, but I ended up standing him up. I know, my fault. And it almost seems to go downhill from there. Though he would still text me, he never again asked to hang out on those terms again, unless it involved going back to his place at 1 a.m. in the morning, i.e. booty call hours. Sigh. So after 3 months of talking to each other, we ended up hooking up for the second time last week. Oh, the problem is that it wasn't just a hookup, for me at least. We talked for hours and shared all sorts of stories before anything actually happened, and this time I caught major feelings for him, which was surprising because the first time we hooked up I caught none at all. Thinking he felt the same and had possibly also caught feelings, or should I say recaught, since he was the initiator from the jump. I texted him first since that day, which I don't normally do, about 2 days ago. While we were texting, he asked could we hang out, when could we hang out again. I asked if that night was an okay day, and he said yes, that he would text me, but I never heard from him again. Here it is 2 days later, and I still haven't heard from him. Additionally, looking from his Twitter, I see that he is flirting and texting other girls, specifically one. I am so hurt at this point, and I can't help but think that my actions when we first met, leading him on, standing him up, making him chase, have all caused this. Karma, maybe? I just want to know where to go from here, and how he would know how to move on. I was thinking about going out tonight looking super cute at one of the parties I know he will be at, but I feel as though it's not necessary. And I just want him to come back as it seems he has forgotten about me or doesn't care, which hurts. Please help. I need to move on. Thank you. Well, when you have sex with somebody, automatically you're gonna care. Like Kyle from Living Single has said before, once you become intimate with somebody, you will always care. You're gonna always catch feelings when you become intimate with somebody. So I can't really be mad with you about that. But I just think that you just need to move on with your life. I mean, he's obviously not worth it. I mean, if he's sitting up here already flirting and texting other females already, then what is your point? Or even sticking around, for that matter? Like, you don't even have a reason to even stick around. I just feel like, you know, it is what it is. Like, shit, it is what it is. Like, you know, he calling you at 1 o'clock in the morning for booty calls and shit. And, you know, maybe, you know, you leading him on and all of that stuff, maybe that could be karma, but at the same time, they don't give him no right to hurt your feelings. And I just think that, you know what I'm saying, if he's not doing you right, and if he's not, you know, stepping up to the plate like he's supposed to, and he's obviously out flirting with other girls, I just think that you need to move on. It's going to be hard for you to move on, of course, because you did catch feelings for him, so it's going to take you a minute. But just, you know, getting yourself dialed up and going to a party that he going to just because he going to be there, that's not even necessary. Like, it's like you giving him attention, so don't even worry about that. Ain't even worth it. Just move on. Second question. Hi, Scotty. First, I want to say I love your channel. I subscribed a month ago. I look forward to your videos, and your advice is so on point, so I thought I should ask you for your input with my situation. 3 months ago, my college roommate invited me to the club with her and a few of her friends, and I agreed. Her friend invited 2 more people, and we met them in line. As the night progressed, we were all dancing and having a good time, and me and the guy in the group hit it off so well that we exchanged numbers and have been conversing ever since. I'm a 19-year-old female and he's 20. We are both college students, but we live almost an hour away. Usually that's a deal breaker. If he weren't that special to me, I would have told his ass to kick any kind of rock. But he's like a breath of fresh air. The guys in my city are either trying to become rappers or they're in the streets hustling, getting somebody else's girl pregnant. This guy that I'm interested in is smart, sweet, he has career goals. He's fine as hell, body like God, like a god. The only thing that trips me out is the distance between us, and how we still met kind of makes me think about how he really feels about me. We've gotten to know each other, and he sees that I'm down to earth. But at the club, I like to go out a lot, so I'm not sure if he thinks I'm a hoe or anything, because we haven't had the time to see each other. I really like him, and I'm sure he's developed feelings for me too. But my question is, should I move on and let this just be another nightlife memory, or should I give it a chance? Like I said, the distance isn't exactly where I would like, and we haven't seen each other face to face in 3 months. Thanks in advance. Girl, an hour away ain't shit. You can make that work. You acting like you stay 6 hours away. An hour away ain't shit. Y'all can make that work. If you really like the guy, then you can make it work. An hour is not shit. I can't stress that enough. An hour ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in a relationship with a person that stayed 2 hours away, and I made that motherfucking shit work. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is make the shit work. You know what I'm saying? And just because you're going to the club a lot don't mean that you a hoe, and I'm sure he don't think that about you. I just think that I just think that you just need to you know, just see what this shit gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't shut the door because he's a hour away, because an hour away ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't really nothing. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I ain't put that gum on. Not one sheet of paper. I still had it in my finger. And as for the last question, I love your review videos. My issue is my best friend I've known for many years now. She's a great friend. I love her to death. But I'm just now noticing that she never likes anyone I ever dated. I have dated some jerks, but I've also dated some really great guys that I've gotten along with really well. It doesn't work out because we usually decide to be friends. Could her dislike for everyone I date be a fluke, or is something up? I'm dating a great person, and of course she hates him. I'm not sure why. She tells me you aren't ready to settle down, you should be single, which isn't how I feel. Meanwhile, she dates men that are hoes for lack of a better word. I'm not near as negative as her about everyone she dates. What should I tell her? What is up with her? I have a feeling she'd go to my wedding in the future and have a low-key attitude. Is this worth distancing myself? Girl, she look like one of them damn friends that's mad with you because you got you somebody and they don't. She seems very miserable and very bitter because she sees you dating the type of man that she want to date. But yeah, she dating all the damn trifling niggas, you know, the trifling niggas that's in the area. You know what I'm saying? So she seemed kind of jealous of you in a way. And I'm not telling you that just to make your head big and so you can ruin your friendship. But in my opinion, I think that she jealous, and I think that she bitter, and misery loves company. That's how I see it. But if you do want to say your friendship, and if it is bothering you, you need to talk about it with her. And if she continues to be negative about it, then it might be in your best interest to distance yourself from her. And if she notices that you're distancing yourself from her because of that attitude, then maybe she'll shut the fuck up and realize what the fuck she doing. You know what I'm saying? So That's how I feel. That's one of them misery loves company situations, and I ain't here for that shit. With that being said, I answer all 3 of these questions for my Ask Scotty video. My next video will either be the review to the next episode of Real Housewives of Miami, or my perspective video if I do one. Other than that, I'm out of here, you guys. 7:44, finna go get my ass back in the bed and go to sleep, and I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.